matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the LA Chargers.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run! Five nine.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. There he goes, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hey, go Lion.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They go again with Pierce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the run. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Ready? Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7 from the 20. Give to Pierce now on the option.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Landry brushes him off.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Bright. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, go lion. Hey, ram. 21. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
The Chargers at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Sit.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyler Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
This from 32 yards away.
And Gay knocks this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
21.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Herbert now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That's taken on the 25. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing on first down. Elliott going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Cougar 19. Go.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun. Elliott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Elliott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carroll.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
You ain't doing nothing
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Azeez Ojulari
Able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. You're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Get it. On the ball, on the ball.
Going for it with Pierce.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Fielded just inside the 20. And some strong running. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Elliott.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Elliott.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I'm all over you.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And they can't bring him down. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Just a 30-yard punt that time. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Booth. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Off the play fake. Elliott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carroll. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15. 1st down Seahawks. Off play action. Elliott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. Operating from the gun, Elliott got his tight end. That's complete. That's Carroll. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will be touched down right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down,
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win.